pixel worlds unfold in neon light. Linky and Case stepping through the door. Cartridge dreams and controllers tied. Nintendo love we can't ignore. Oh, Nintendo kingdom come alive with every.
Hello and welcome back to C&D Nintendo. So, we basically just got off the flight, just got home, barely unpacked. However, I just turned on the camera just to do some a quick show off of the haul we got from the Nintendo store in London, which was a temporary pop-up store from October 22nd to November 16th. So there, as of recording of this video, there's like a few days left. The reason I got the hat on is because my hair is a mess, so hope that's fine. So yeah, my thoughts on the experience with the store later in the video. However, for starters, we picked up a bunch of things. Now, most of it we already kind of had seen before at the flag store in Tokyo and Osaka. However, there was not that many store exclusives. Now, some of the store exclusives that we did get, they actually only had one, which I really saw, and that is that tote bag, Nintendo Pop-Up Store, London. And of course, you could only get this inside the store, and this was like £9.99 for each tote bag. And of course, we picked up a few just for the fun of it here. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus a bit. Kinda. So yeah, we picked up a few of these. They're not super big, but they're kind of sturdy. So this is unfortunately the only thing. I had hoped for some of the t-shirts that you get in the tubes. You've probably seen them if you've been there, that has Nintendo Osaka or Nintendo Tokyo or Kyoto or Fukuoka. That comes in red and gray. Now, unfortunately, they only had this, but it's better than nothing. And, well, as I said, it's disappearing. Other than that, they had the traditional storage boxes of the brick one, the power block, and the question block. I got 2 question blocks and one of these, in addition to what I already had, because they're great storage. Now, they cost the same as over there. They're like 14 pounds and stuff like that. You can actually order them through my Nintendo site as well. Other than the tote bag, they of course also give you these paper bags for stuff, and they come in 2 sizes. Come in the super small one and a little bit bigger one, but same motif, nothing special there, but it is paper bag, so not plastic like we see in Osaka and Tokyo. So that's kind of cool. Continuing with the Mario, Cash ordered a pipe pen holder, which is also exclusive as far as I understand. Just opening this up here to take a quick look, since I know he just wants to use this immediately. Here's the pipe, quite solid, some kind of wood, I would assume. Ceramic is the correct. But yeah, small to hold in pipe or pencils or whatever you kind of want. It doesn't really say how heavy it is, but there's some solid weight to this one overall. I'm not sure what he's going to be using it for, holding some pens, probably at work, I don't know. He's not really a pen guy, but it does have the Nintendo underneath, of course, and you can put a little bit inside. Now, these type of pipes have been available in everything. I know Baskin-Robinson did a crossover a few summers in Japan, where you could get like this green pipe for ice cream, but you can also, again, if you've ever been to Japan, they sell these things that you can get, like pipes and stuff like that, and then you can get a clean one with your home to use on the other side. Other than that, I almost forgot. In terms of the store exclusive, you could check in with your QR code for what's it called? The My Nintendo, and you would also get a postcard that says pop-up store, and it's kind of traditional on the backside, nothing special. Postcard, if you're that old that you remember postcards, please say yes. And what did we use postcards for? Please write down in a comment if you're that old. Other than that, Cash also ordered a pin set, which is the exclusive one. It has the pin set of the Mario, the Inkling Girl, we have the, what's it called, Animal Crossing set, and Link. He really wanted this and was kind of surprised why he wanted this set. He's not really a pin guy, but hey, times change. In addition, he decided, again, keeping with the pencil holder, he wanted a pencil case. Now, this is a traditional pencil case, nothing special. I feel it's a little bit small, but it's not bad overall. It's the size of a pencil, I would guess. However, with the print here, this print here is kind of what you've seen on some hoodies, some hats and stuff like that. And the print is all over. Now, he had a specific request that it had a big Cape Mario on the front. And I took a little while to look for this because I found with big Metal Mario and Ice Mario and Penguin Mario and all these things, even Cat Mario and stuff like that. So I had to dig until I found the what's it called? The one with a cape on front that wasn't two cuts by the seams and stuff like that. So he wanted this one, assuming it's for the Cape Mario. Now Tay also wanted one. She went with a more traditional choice. She went with the store logos, if you can call it that, where you have all the figures you have from Cooper Jr., Cooper, Pikmin, Zelda, Ink Boy, Ganondorf, Koopa Trooper in a card, Yoshi, the thing, Inkling, whatever. More what's it called? Animal Crossing, Link, Peach, Toad, Lucky 2, Luigi, Link. Again, here's basically the front of the what's it called? The pin set, right? So kind of they both had it. It's kind of fun. Other than that, I needed a new keychain. I had been looking for the Zelda one with the milk in a bottle that you can get. Unfortunately, that seems to be very rare because the last time I was in both Tokyo and Osaka, they were sold out. I couldn't find. They only had it on display, so I hoped I could get it over there. However, they only had the Sheikah Slate and the what's it called? The boss key. Now the boss key I've been using for about 1.5 years, and I like to change every now and then. So I got this blind gacha bag, and we're gonna open this at the end to see what kind of keychain I get. This is what you can get inside. You can get Mario. Come on, focus please. You get Mario. That's the problem with doing frontal face. Anyways, you can get Mario, Ink Girl, Villager, and Isabella Link. You can get Yoshi, Peach, Luigi, Inkling Boy, and Lucky 2. If I had to choose, Link, Lucky 2, or Peach, or Yoshi. We'll open this at the end, so you guys won't be disappointed. Next, I decided to get my own pin, and I was torn between the Majora's Mask or the Ocarina. I went with the Ocarina because I'm more a fan of this game than I am of Majora's Mask. However, the Majora's Mask just looks better. The only thing I can say about these pins, they are incredibly huge compared to any other normal pin you see out there. It's very fat. It also, the prices they're after, things like £10 or something, £12 or something like that. They're quite expensive. But yeah, I'm gonna put it on my pin wall and take it from there. I'm probably gonna get a few of the other ones as well over the line. Finally, I got the Korok. Now I already have the green Korok seed, and my mother-in-law gave it to me, the other one for my birthday a few years ago. And when they came out, and I was like, okay, that was cool. Let's get the other one now, so I have both. So I decided to basically pick this one up over there as well. Still Tears of the Kingdom and everything like that, so now I got the complete set, which is pretty good. There's not much difference between this one and the other one, it's just a color swap. However, yeah, still beans in the bottom, so it sits pretty well. It's mostly the back that's in the Korok. I have no idea how he carries this around, but that's basically it. So, what is my idea of the pop-up store? I think it's a good idea that they make a store in Europe somewhere. Now, if it had been London or Berlin, I think they did something in Paris a few years back. However, London just seems more normal, but closer, more central, if that makes sense. The staff over there was not prepared to handle any of this. The queues to enter the stores, both Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, were horrific. We were planning to go Sunday, and we were going to be there at the opening, so we just went by inside this huge shopping mall on the Saturday just to see where it was, so we knew where to go. And 30 minutes before they closed at 9 p.m. There was a line outside. Actually, there was two lines. There was a line to enter the store, and there was a line to the line that entered the store. They were closing in 30 minutes, and there was a 50-minute line. If you went to the end of the line where people were still standing, they had a sign that says approximately 50-minute wait at this point. So you could already say that there were gonna people that were not gonna be entering. We came by, I think it was like 9:20. They opened at 10 on Sunday, and at that point there was already a 90-minute queue forming up outside. Now, this was the only store in the entire shopping mall that had any people waiting for it. The line was already 90 minutes long. The staff running around outside really tried their best, but they were not equipped to handle this amount of people, and they had security guards there to make sure everything was done orderly, and even at that point, we got in after 90 minutes of a slow-moving queue, and the line was just getting longer and longer and longer, and eventually, before the store even opened, the line was outside the shopping mall. If I had to guess, there would have been somewhere between 100 and 150 people waiting by the time the store opened. And when we were getting near the end of the first queue, there was a dad with his child. They had driven from Scotland to London because the kid wanted to see this store. He wanted to enter this store. And the attendee was asked by him how long the queue was, and they said approximately 3 hours. And this was a Sunday. This just goes to show how interested people were in this. So the question is, would it benefit to have a permanent store? I think so. I asked some of the attendees there, and they said, some said no. Most of them said no because there was so much. They said it was just because of all the hype and stuff like that. But they also acknowledged the queues were this long every single day. Now, it was a bit longer on the weekend, surely, but even when we just came by on Monday morning just to pick up the last stuff, we still had a 30-minute wait, again at 10 a.m., just to get to the line to enter the store. Yes, I think Nintendo should open a store in London or Berlin or wherever, and just say, there's a market for it here. Going back to what I said, when we finally did enter Saturday or Sunday, again, as I told you, the staff, good people, they really tried their best. They had difficulty restocking. I came in, I wanted to get 3 storage boxes, and I had decided I wanted 3 brick ones because that fits with what I had. However, they only had the question blocks left. So I got 2 of those, and I asked them, they said they had no more because they're sold out. Even the pin set, even this pin set here was sold out. There was nothing there. And I was like, okay, well, we were a bit disappointed that we didn't get anything, but it had been a week into it. And then I came Monday before heading back, and hey, they had power blocks, they had brick blocks, but they had no question marks. They had the pin set all of a sudden. And I was a little bit, what is going on here, right? But yeah, they were trying, and again, a bit better staff. I think they should have gone with a entry ticket system for the weekends, because I highly doubt that this was the first weekend where the queues were this long. And if not, then they should have seen the queue length all of Saturday and then quickly transition to have a ticket system for Sunday, and possibly even this coming weekend here. Other than that, it was great. It was perfect. Am I going to travel to more pop-up stores? I don't think so. They definitely need some more exclusive stuffs. And when I'm saying exclusive stuff, I don't think stuff from, say, just imported from Tokyo or Osaka, or heck, even Kyoto, Fukuoka, New York, or wherever else there is. They need their own stuff, for sure. Again, they had the tubes with the shirts inside. Unfortunately, again, as I said, they were just directly taken from Japan. And a lot of people there were looking at the sizes. And unless you were a child, most of those shirts did not fit any of the adults there. The biggest shirt they had was 2XL, and then all the way down to small, and then kid sizes, right? But there were several people asking staff, hey, do you have this in 3XL, or do you have it in 4, right? He said, no, sorry, the max is 2XL. And even they were selling out, and people, the thing that was most of there was actually the t-shirts and the tubes. People wanted them, but the sizes just did not fit Western people. 2XL in Japan is not that big in Western country, and we're talking about length, width, everything, right? So that's a little bit there. But yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So finally, been playing around with this, trying to get it out. So let's see what we get. What kind of rubber keychain am I gonna get? Why do I just think it's gonna be a Splatoon or Inkling or something like that? Am I gonna be happy? Am I gonna be happy? Hey, I got Mario! Ha ha! I know someone who wants this one. Hey, this is pretty awesome. Actually, this is the first time I got one of these. And again, until I get the, what's it called? The milk in a bottle from Zelda one, I'm probably gonna be rocking this. Now, definitely rubber smell, but it does have a Nintendo logo on the back. I do think this is gonna rub off pretty quickly with the keys and stuff like that. The chain or this part here, I have no idea what it's called in English, pardon, but is pretty good. It doesn't seem like a cheap one. I think the weak part here is definitely the this section here, the attachment. But other than that, yeah, I'm not complaining. Managed to get a Mario keychain. Pretty good, pretty good. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video from our Nintendo London haul pop-up tour. It was late, we're tired, but yeah, I just wanted to get this off while it was on my chest. Looking forward to what's it called? Nintendo Direct in a few days to see the trailer for the Mario Galaxy. Crossing fingers, hope we see some good things. Yeah, that's good. Anyways, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, all these things that people are supposed to do and stuff like that. A lot of our viewers are non-subscribed. Please help us grow the channel. Let's hit that 1,000 mark so that we can really start pushing. We will try to make more content regularly to get it pushed out as fast as possible. As you can see, we got plenty of stuff here around. We got glasses, we got Donkey Kong. You can see K-Roll over here. That's coming a video of that soon. We got a music video coming as well. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. A lot of stuff. Moving on. See you next time. There we go. Bye bye.
Every prize we chase from